Hello, I'm Theo Petroni. I was born in Dakar. I'm a graphic designer and art curator, and I organize the Partcours event since first edition. So Partcours was started by my father, Mauro Petroni, and Koyo Kouoh, who is the founder of a raw material company, Art Space in Dakar. And actually, she's the director of Zeitz MOCAA Museum in South Africa, Cape Town. And so since the first edition, I was in charge of making the catalog and the corporate identity. And the idea behind it was to go straight to the graphic design aspect of things and not only think, okay, we are in Africa, so we have to make something African. I think that I am white, I am African, I do graphic design, so I do African graphic design. In the end, for me, we are all part of the world, so we want to show that even here we can produce event of quality with graphic design of quality, with high standards. In Dakar, you had 11 years ago, you started to have things happening outside of the Biennale, but you had nothing outside of the Biennale as talking about contemporary art events. And so, especially this month of December, the climate starts to be cool, a lot of people is coming back for vacations, and you have a lot of art events, and there was no really program about it, so you could not have the information because you didn't have Instagram, you didn't have Facebook, all these things. And you had like an opening in Almadi and opening in Plateau on the same time, and you could not be in the same places at the same time. So the idea behind it was to make a link between the geographical position of the galleries. So it started with 10 galleries and with like a small crowd of people, like who is who of the art world. And now, more than 10 years after, we really see the opening, the expansion of this milieu and with people from everywhere. Art should not be kept into this elite world, but we also want to show that we give quality events with quality spaces that work all year long to create economy centered around contemporary art and intellectual production. So with the development of the city of Dakar, the building of the highway, of the new airport, we have seen all these changes at the geographical infrastructural side. And so it really expands the proposition in matter of art spaces. So Partcours is a gathering of the spaces. It becomes popular also because there was COVID, so the last Biennale was cancelled. So during those 4 years, there was no Biennale, but there was Partcours because we are free from political institution. We are kind of anarchic, and so we decide we're gonna keep on going. Of course, with health. We were careful with the conditions of COVID, but we did it. And so those 4 years, there was Partcours, and there was like this Instagram thing and this website thing, and so it started to grow from there. And today, we see the result of this process of not giving up. And so we're really happy about that. And we also had an event outside of Dakar in the banlieue, in Keur-Massar, in Rufisque and in Mbao. And we want to show that we also try to go out from the city, but we also have a really small organization, so we try to keep it simple on a human level, but now the events start to grow, and so we're facing that. So today, this exchange is really important, especially we have support from Ministry of Culture of Senegal, support from the city of Dakar, but also we're supported by European institutions like the Goethe Institute, the French Institute, the Italian Institute, the Spanish Embassy, and French private company like Eiffage. And this year, with Chanel that is having this event on the 6th December, we also introduced 19M, which is the art gallery of Chanel in Paris. So it brings a lot of international focus And it's also a way for us to say that I think we will deserve support from African institution and from African private company, and sometimes we are really missing that, and we wonder why.